This is an NBC News special report. Here is Matt Lauer.
And good morning and welcome to this NBC News special report. I am Matt Lauer. And
introducing Ian Coughlin. Thanks, Matt. Hello, my name is Ian Coughlin, and it has just been made known that a select population of the world has a neurological disorder known as synesthesia. Synesthesia is a combination of the senses set off by a single sensory trigger. For example, one with a certain type of synesthesia, such as sound-color synesthesia, will see specific predetermined involuntary color that correlates to the note that the person hears. Other types of synesthesia include color-taste synesthesia and number-form synesthesia, where things like month and days have certain precise locations in time and space. Over 60 different types of synesthesia have been reported by people, and individuals can have multiple types of synesthesia. Synesthesia has yet to be intensely studied by scientists. However, it is believed that the basic neurological connections that cause synesthesia are known. As the study of the brain continues, it could be possible that synesthesia could be induced. But would this be a good idea for the population to have access to?
Synesthesia is a neurological condition in which the five senses of hearing, vision, touch, taste and smell become mixed up. People with synesthesia may hear colours, see sounds or taste a touch. Experts believe there are more than 20 different types of synesthesia, but around half of all synesthetes have more than one type. It's estimated that synesthesia affects 1% of the world's population. David Eagleman, from the Department of Neurobiology and Anatomy at the University of Texas in Houston, has been studying synesthesia for 2 years.
Synesthesia is a harmless perceptual condition in which there's a blending of the senses. So, for example, one might experience colors while listening to music. There are essentially two theories about what's happening in the synesthetic brain. So, in one theory, you have increased wiring between neighboring brain areas, and that causes them to talk to each other more. In the second theory, which I favor, that wiring is already there in everybody. But in the normal brain, there's a balance of inhibition and excitation that keeps these areas from talking to each other. And it appears that what happens in the synesthetic brain is that that inhibition is not working, so the wiring is actually talking.
Different from color blindness, or perfect pitch, synesthesia is a different experience for each synesthete. Most synesthetes often describe having synesthesia as nice, although they have nothing to compare it to. Recent research has proven that there are often similarities between synesthetes, such as many see lighter colors for higher notes heard. Many users of hallucinogenic drugs report periods of synesthesia during the use of the drugs. This is reported as an enjoyable part of their trip often, and if a way to induce synesthesia was developed, either short-term or permanently, it would likely be a desirable neurological enhancement. Imagine listening to a concert symphony and having a tablet of colors and shapes appear in front of your eyes, constantly changing and morphing. Synesthesia has a downside, however, because it is completely involuntary. If taste-color synesthesia was induced, one could lose the taste for their favorite food if it brought an unpleasant color along with it.
There is no other synesthete in the world showing the same ability like Elizabeth. So she is, I would say, she is unique in her ability.
In Zurich, there's a woman with incredible sensory powers. When Elizabeth Sulzer hears music, she can see it and taste it too. There are fewer than 1,000 synesthetes in the world who see color with tone, and fewer than 500 who have taste with tone. But she is the only person in the world to combine color, musical intervals, and taste. This fusing of her senses gives Elizabeth a big advantage. She has an astounding memory.
With some research showing a connection between synesthesia and improved memory, the demand for a synesthesia-inducing therapy could be great if a process was developed. Synesthetes are also known to be more creative than those without this condition. Some of the traits of synesthesia seem positive, without many drawbacks, though others would argue that inducing synesthesia would not be natural. Many experts believe in the theory that synesthesia is caused by cross-activation that happens between the different areas of the brain that cause stimulation of the senses, such as V4, the area of the brain that controls color processing. It is thought that the cross-activation is blocked as part of the normal development process, meaning that many people who do not experience synesthesia in their adult lives could have had it as a child. It has been unclear to scientists whether synesthesia is caused genetically, but it does seem to cluster in families. With brain enhancement improving rapidly, the possibility to induce synesthesia could turn from a dream to reality very soon. If it does, people need to decide whether they are okay with people doing this to their brains, or if they want to induce it to themselves. I'm Ian Coughlin, and this is NBC News. Kind of.